Hi, lovely person. How you doing? I'm hoping by the grace of God you're doing wonderful in your household, everybody around you. I want to have a quick talk with you. Sometimes we trying to do things to make everybody loves us. Somebody may say, Felicia, what are you talking about? Listen, you don't need, it's not everything that you need people's approval. Okay? Sometimes some people want to do things just to fit in. Some people want to explain themselves for other people to hear their side of the story. You don't need to do all that. If you're in a relationship or if you need, friendship, you don't have to do things to fit in. So I'm always, advising, especially young generation, when I encounter any of that people that have a chance or opportunity to talk to them, I'm always says that listen, don't follow the cloud. Do not follow the many people because they're going to the same path. Many people because they're going where is easy way. If you follow the cloud, if you wanted to be somebody's friend so bad, if you wanted to fit in some group so bad, in that case you're gonna do things to fit in. Maybe there's certain things they're doing in order for you to be accepted. You had to do what they're doing. Don't do that. you know, Listen, make your own rules. Anyone who wants to be friends with you have to accept you for who you are. Okay? And I'm not saying it's being foolish, it's okay. And you have to have that good friend also who is going to be able to tell you when you're wrong. And you have to take in corrections. So I'm talking about people trying to love people and do all sorts of things just to, impress them to fit into that friendship or that relationship. It's not that. It's okay for us to work on ourselves. It's okay for us to work together to make things better. But not to the point where you lose yourself. You lose yourself. Like totally lose yourself in the mix of you fall in love with someone or become a friends with someone. In that case, you don't exist. And if you don't exist, how are you going to be able to know that what you're given is genuine, what you're given is the right thing? Because you have to have you have to be able to have so much love in you, so in that case you'll be able to spread that love. And that being said and done, when you follow the cloud, you just go because everybody else is going in, because you don't have an aim on yourself. You don't have your own like thinking through. You just follow the cloud. But what about you? What about you building your own cloud for other people to follow? So in that case, you will do it the right way. So don't do things to accept or to be acceptable by a group of people, because in that case, you're not in yourself. But let choose your own friend. Don't let anybody choose you. Okay, choose your own friend. When you choose your own friend, you don't need to do things just to fit in. And when I talk about love, who's teaching us love? Jesus Christ. Because John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, for whoever believes in him shall never perish, but have an everlasting life." In other words, eternal life. Sometimes we just recite that scripture because it has been so much easy, and we just recite it without just having more understanding to it. Today I was just thinking about that word and I was like, okay, his only begotten son, so it's someone that God loves the most, that he gave him to us. So it means a lot to him, and he gave. Do you understand? So when we talk about love, we talk about we loving someone. How do you know you're loving someone from your heart when you don't have love in you? How do you know you're loving someone from your heart, or you're giving something from to someone from your heart when that thing doesn't mean nothing to you? So we had to cherish what we have, and also we had to work on us. Sometimes it's nobody but the inner man, the person you look in the mirror, the person you see is pretty much you. So you need to work on yourself. And I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to my fellow ladies out there. When you get out of, I know I'm throwing too much in because I didn't come here to preach, but I just wanted to have a little bit of everything in it. And then, whatever is yours, I believe when we take it and work on it, it will help us. You know, it's like, as some ladies are afraid to be alone. Some ladies are afraid to be single for some time, for people to think that maybe, just maybe, she have bad character, or she can't have no man, or she can't be with nobody. That's why, excuse me, she's single. It's not like that. It's more like When you get out of the relationship, you taking time for yourself and know where in the part or in your life that you can work on. Nobody's perfect. We all have a question mark here and then. But where can I work on myself? Where part of myself that can I work on to become a better me? Because it's not about you having someone always with you to make, to prove to people that you also can be in the market or you also can be in a relationship. It's not always like that. But what happened to the other relationship? Why it ended? What happened? What you did wrong? What did that other person did wrong? Go into that relationship. What was your focus? What are the things that you focus on it to get into that relationship? It was like just the body outside or the stature or how the person is built. By speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. So don't get me wrong. We have to work on ourselves to become a better us. And if we are better, okay, if I'm better me, means everything I presented to you is better me or it's better because I cherish it, I respect it, I know it's better. But we can't just give it up just like that because it's necessary. No, it had to mean a lot to you. So talking about John 3:16, for God loved the world and gave his only begotten son. So he didn't just give us Jesus Christ for us to just, to know that we have someone to come save us. It was someone that it means so much to his father. It's someone that would mean so much to him that he loved dearly, that no words can even explain the love that he had for his son. But he gave. So when he was given, it's not just someone he given. It's someone that it was precious to them. So how many times, how many times we give gift to someone that is from our heart? How many times we dedicate our life or time to do something for someone that is from our heart and it means a lot to us, but we do give it up because we wanted to make a difference on somebody's life? How many times? Sometimes we do it because it's necessary for us to do it. Sometimes we do it because we're in a position where we can do it, but it's really from our heart. So many times we do things and we don't even get the blessings that we really needed, because it's not because it's from our heart, because I give because I can and I'm able to do and I'm in a position where I could do. Let's do things from our heart. Let's do things, and by doing things from our heart, we need to work on ourselves. By working on ourselves, we will be able to cherish every little things that we do or in us. So when we give it to someone, we know definitely it's not because we're able to give. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about relationship. I'm talking about friendship. And we're talking about everything that we're doing for our family and the people around us. We will cherish. And then if you love yourself and love everything about you, so it means everything you give, you love it. And it's not because you can give. And I'm not talking about just money. Time also is more than, time is even expensive than anything else, because besides the life, people will say time is money. I never see time as money. Do you understand? I never see, because when you read the book of Ecclesiastes, listen, time happens for everyone, but time is never money. You may use time to work and accumulate money. That doesn't mean time is money. In my understanding standpoint, time is life. Okay, time is life. How many birthdays you have and how many you're gonna have, it go by time. So time is never money. Time is life. And when the time is life, it's priceless. It's something that you can never go back in time and do things. That's why sometimes we sit down and we says, I wish I can go back in time and change things. And you can't, because time wait for no man. And every day, every second, every minute that you have, every hours that you have, it added to you. So that's time. It added to your life. It added to your existence on this earth. It added to how many times or how many years you have to be. So time is never money. Yes, we use time to accumulate money because through the time we work. But time is very, very important, because it's something that, let's say if it had to be somebody's life as a mother or a father raising your kids. And if you mess up not to be around those children, that's time. And when you miss that particular time, you don't get it back. Every day is new. You don't get it back, especially people who don't take care of their children. And when their children grow up, there's nothing you could do. You can't go back in time to go get them when they were little or when they was little. to just, make everything right. It doesn't work that way. So whatever we do with our time today, we need to cherish it. Whatever we do with our time today, we need to make sure that's important. We don't just use our time. Let's use our time for something meaningful. Let's use our time for something important. Do not waste your time, because whatever time you waste today, you will never gonna get it back. So make sure when you have the time, you use it for yourself. It's needed. When you spend it on people, it's worth it. And whatever you're using your time for, know that the time is precious and you can never go back in time to change nothing. So whatever you do today, make sure that it's right then and then you're supposed to do it. Okay? I love you so much. The name still remains Felicia Nyano. I just want to talk to you real quick because I'm in a parking lot of Walmart. I wanted to go get some grocery home. So take good care of yourself. And my lady out there, don't jump into conclusion and don't jump into one relationship to another. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Become a better you. Become a better you. Okay? And when you work on yourself and you become a better you, that means you know what is right for you. You know what you can take. You know what you deserve and what you don't deserve. So I see some people most of the time stuck with a wrong relationship, an abusive relationship, and toxic relationship, and they don't get out. They don't get out because it's not that they don't want to get out. They're afraid to be alone. They're afraid to be single. They're afraid to be talked about. They're afraid to let people know that this thing also didn't work. Don't stay there and die. Especially when it's toxic, when it's abusive, you're going to die. That person is probably having a mental breakdown. That person probably crazy. They will kill you one way or other. Somebody's beating you up. They will beat you one day. They'll beat you. You slam your head in the wall or the ground. You die. So it's not okay for you to take anything toxic. It's not okay. I don't care if it's a friends, it's family, any relationship. It's never okay. Don't let anybody destroy you from your inside. Because anyone who have a hold of you, destroy you from your inside. If anyone who have your heart or have control of your heart can destroy you from your inside. And listen, protect your heart. As the book of Proverbs says, protect your heart. Do not love fools. Okay? Even Bible says that we shouldn't give food that is for human to dog. Do not love dogs. Do not love fools. And when I talk about fools, there are foolish women out there and there are foolish men out there. Don't get it wrong. Some women are doing evil to some men and nobody is talking about it. And some men are so quiet and they die slowly. Don't be a toxic woman. Do not be a toxic man. Do not, because you have a hold of someone's love, do not destroy them from inside. Because whatever we do, it seems like we get away from it and we get away with it today. But we never get away with every wrongdoing. Never. One way or other, it will come to you. And one thing I always talk about karma, when they say karma will come and get you, it doesn't have a menu. You don't get chance to choose. It just knock your door when it's time. And it brings you whatever it provide or it prepare for you. Karma is not in the restaurant that you go, you read in a book and says that, hey, I want to order so and so food. No, karma is not like that. It will serve you. That's a mother nature. It will serve you. And listen, when we talk about mother nature, you know there are certain people, right? No matter what you do to them, they get their help from nature. And that is the way God made them. And when you go against those people, oh my goodness, when you go against those people, it doesn't matter their angels don't fight you. It doesn't matter God doesn't get angry at you for you wronging those people. And it could be a man, it could be a woman out there. Nature will fight you. Nature will reject you. Nature will come against you. In the book of Genesis, right? Cain and Abel. Oh God, I'm throwing so much in it because we're having a conversation. We're not preaching. Cain and Abel. What happened? When Cain killed his brother, Abel, Bible says his blood, Abel's blood was crying for revenge. So it means the blood that it touches the ground, okay, it had the connection. So the blood never died, even though the human that it died, the blood itself is life. Even though the person that it was holding the blood died, right? But the mother nature, the earth, actually make a connection. Because He was made to connect with nature. So nature make a connection, and then it gave the voice to that blood. And Bible says it was crying for revenge. There are certain people, their spirit in them is connected to nature. When you wrong them, it could be him, it could be her. Nature will fight you. So I'm always says, if you want peace of mind, okay, do good by one another. And most importantly, do good by you. Because when you have too much good in you, it's hard to spread evil around. Whatever you have is pretty much what you can give. You cannot give what you don't have. So whatever you do, become a better you in order for you to be able to give better you, or the better in you, to spread it out. We need to, get our heart right. We need to be a good people. We need to keep the right attitude. And most importantly, do good for yourself and do good by one another. And whatever you do, learn to love yourself. It's one of the most important things. And stop explaining yourself. You don't need to explain yourself. It's not everything that you own anybody explanation. Okay? And whatever you do, stay connected to God. Don't be a stranger. Because Bible, let it be a book for you. I don't care how you look at it. Some people read the Bible because they wanted to get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is right. Bible is a manual to everyday's life. Read it and let it guide you, so you will know. And Bible says that anyone who says under umbrella of God, or says that his shadow, God covered them. In the book of Psalms, right? He covered them with his feathers. So stay with God, and he will make your path straight. And whatever you do, stay connected. Don't be a stranger. And I will come and talk to you again. But get yourself right. Get that inner man right, so you'll be able to be a right person by somebody's side. I love you. As I said earlier, the name still remains Felicia Nyano. Take good care of yourself. Until another day, we will speak again. Of course, today is the May 4th, 2023. I love you. God loves you more. Take it easy.